a person like, say, a Rosa Parks, who, for all practical purposes, was just an ordinary woman on an ordinary day who ended up doing something quite extraordinary. But she was never a powerless person. And the reason that she was able to do something so extraordinary was because at that particular moment in time, she exercised power. Simple power that on most days wouldn't be worth anything. Just the simple power of refusing to comply with an outdated and archaic law that should have long been done away with. Said, I'm going to sit down and I'm not going to stand up and relinquish my seat. But that was power. And so what I would always try to teach my students is that you have power just like I have power. Now, neither of us necessarily has the power that the president has or that Bill Gates has. That's larger degree of power. But this morning when the alarm clock went off, I hit the snooze button 3 times. Because I hit it 3 times, it made me 2 minutes late to work. That was power. You had power this morning or then last night. If you did the homework that I gave you, it was power to begin to prepare yourselves for your future. And so how we handle power and as a young group is something that I think we should always be mindful of, something that we should always think about. You know, what did I do with the resources that were afforded to me today? How did I handle, not only my skills, but my time? You know, what did I do to make the world a better place or to do my job efficiently? So thanks, and thanks for your choice of words and your consideration that power is an important aspect of society. Again, thank you all. I want to share my hopes for Daytona Beach and the surrounding communities because I believe that our city is an important place. It's a great place to live. I thank you all both individually and collectively for seeking to better our community. It's no secret that the YPG and its members are in the business of enriching lives. In enriching the quality of life of our residents, enhancing the experience of those who visit our area, and helping to ensure that our young people are prepared for the workplace, that they are afforded inspiring opportunities to remain in Volusia County, because that's an important aspect of what we have to do. We have to give young folks a reason to want to stay in Daytona Beach and in Volusia County. You also do a good job of ensuring that we have responsive and responsible government. There's so many things that you all do. You participate in government. You participate on boards. And you also do a great job of helping to create solutions, giving advice. And one thing that I most appreciate from constituents is the idea that they might have a solution to a problem. I've always believed that I personally don't have all the answers. I've had the pleasure of talking to a lot of people while I was campaigning, and I often say that the best ideas came from the most obscure people. When I was campaigning, I would talk to folks, and they would say something, I'd get my iPad and I'd start writing it down on my cell phone because I wanted to remember what they said when the time came that I would have the power to influence a decision that would bend something in the direction that they had suggested. So I thank you all for having solutions and being a solution-oriented organization. With that and so much more in mind, if you would indulge me for a few moments, I would like to share a few perspectives on where we are as Daytona Beach, where we are collectively and where we're capable of going, provided we have a common vision and a shared responsibility. And then in conclusion, I'm going to share just a few things with you all about me and my style of leadership and how I arrived at this point as the mayor. It's no secret that in Daytona Beach, our health disparities are great, among the worst in the state in some parts of our city. Unemployment rates are painful, though they are marginally improving. Our population is increasingly shifting away from the core city of Daytona Beach, which once was the core city for the two-county area. If you read the article in the paper this morning, you saw that the fastest growing demographic in our city, 65 to 69. Much has been made of the reality that there is no real career path for young professionals in Daytona Beach, which is why there's a mass exodus of people between the ages of 25 and 44. That population is leaving the area more and more every day. My mother, who's here with me today, obviously, worked at General Electric for 30 years. Solid job with great benefits, and they hired and employed over 2,000 people in great jobs, but we don't have a GE anymore. And the reality is that the current marketplace doesn't imply that we're going to get another GE anytime soon. So we have to focus on the things that we do well, what are the aspects of our community that could help us to grow, and how can we capitalize on the resources that we have.